something showed up today at the front door. And when I went and got it, we don't usually get FedEx packages. So I wasn't sure what it was. And I'm like, it feels like a book. But I didn't order a book. And my mom, who's staying with us right now, she's down visiting, she said, well, maybe it's your book. Sure enough, in the top corner, it says Penguin Random House. So we're losing light, and I'm going to do a full walkthrough of the book, maybe tomorrow or the next day, but I couldn't wait to open this until tomorrow or the next day, so we're going to open it now. All right. So I've got Emily and my mom and Noah here as our audience. I see my name. Looks like it looks in the picture. Okay. Here's my old house. Oh, it looks so good. Look. You guys remember that? It's like a real book.
Whoa, really?
So I have to tell you a quick story about Noah. The other night, we went out to eat, and there was a Barnes & Noble in the parking lot of the restaurant. And I think this is kind of when it first hit Noah that this was like real. I don't know if he thought it was self-publishing or what he thought, but he's like, so is your book going to be in there? I said, yeah. He's like, really? I said, yeah. He's all, wow, that's big. It is big. I can't believe it. It was a year ago this month, right, that they asked me to do it?
1 year.
So exactly a year. Hey guys, so I'm super excited about this video because in this video, not only do I get to walk you through my new book, but I'm also going to be giving away 5 signed copies. I've got one right here, fresh out of the mail from the publisher. And yeah, 5 signed copies giveaway at the end of the video. So thanks to all you guys. First of all, in the beginning when I first announced this book being ready to pre-order, we had so many pre-orders that the book stayed on the bestseller list for vegetable gardening and for organic gardening, I believe. And it was there for the first 2 or 3 weeks. And it's still, according to my publisher, pretty high up for a book that hasn't even been released yet. So that's all due to you guys. So I thank you so much for that. Now let's jump into the book and see what it covers and what you can expect to learn and to be able to reference for a long time to come. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to give away 5 of these. So I start out with kind of an introduction to companion planting and organic gardening, why I grow organically, why I hope to make the case of why you should garden organically, why companion planting is organic gardening. So in chapter 2, I wanted to spend some time in going over the basics because someone who grabs this book might be setting up a garden for the first time, or might still be a beginner and have their garden set up, but they want to make sure they set it up correctly. And so, I go into choosing the location for the garden, when to plant, seasons, sun requirements. I go through in-ground gardening, container gardening, raised bed gardening. And then I talk about selecting your seeds and what's important to look for when selecting seeds and what's not. And then a bit of an in-depth discussion on how to start seeds, both indoors, outdoors, lighting, heat. I have an entire section on compost, why it's important, how you can make it 2 different ways, what you can put in it. Chapter 3 is important if you just want to kind of jump right in before you know all the details, and just because it is time, right, for most of you, or for a lot of you, to plan or plant your gardens right now. Some of you are still covered in snow. Some of you have already done it. But what I've done is I've included different planting diagrams to show you a good companion planting setup. So I've got cool season roots and lettuce, cool season potatoes and legumes, and the beneficials, the flowers and things that go with those. Cool season brassicas, warm season cucurbits, so that's your squashes, your melons. And then we've got the nightshade family and what to plant with those. And then we really get into the building blocks of a garden. We start with soil, the different types of soil, how to test your soil, what to add if you have a soil that is deplete in either vitamins, minerals, or in a certain type of soil to make a good loam. If you have clay soil, what to add. If you have sandy soil, what to add to kind of bring it to the center to make sure that you have the optimal soil to grow your crops in. How to relieve hard and compacted soil without digging. You don't even have to dig. You can use cover crops. You can use bio-drilling crops like radishes. Certain types of radishes will dig your soil for you. I go through how to plant cover crops, how to watch for when to cut them back, because you got to do it at just the right moment. Otherwise, you're going to have a weedy situation for a few years. I go through organic fertilizers and what to look for. In chapter 5, we go through, nurturing the growing environment. Watering is a big one. Different ways to water, different ways to tell if you need to water. Best way to mulch, best types of mulch to use. And then chapter 6, we really get into the nitty-gritty of companion planting for pest and disease management. I would assume, other than the sheer beauty of companion planting, you want to know how to prevent and treat pests and disease in your garden. So I first go through different organic options for pest management, how to apply organic insecticides if you choose to use them. Now, my belief is when you start implementing the practices, the companion planting practices I have outlined in the book, over the next 2 to 3 years, you're going to be using less and less organic insecticides. Because even organic insecticides kill good bugs. You can't pick and choose. So I tell you in this book, for the couple of years that you're going to have to use organic insecticides, tell you exactly how to use them to minimize the damage to the good bug population. Okay, so we're going to talk about attracting good insects to your garden. Insects that are going to take care of a lot of the issues that you're using your insecticides for. Different plants. Trap crops to lure the bad bugs away from the plants you want to harvest to the ones you don't care so much about. Now, this section was really important that I have this in here. The common garden pests. No, I could not put every single one, but a lot of the most damaging and the most popular ones are in this book. So I go through how to spot them and what to do about them, both with organic insecticides and the companion planting that you need to implement to take care of these bugs. And then I go through diseases. Yes, diseases can be minimized through companion planting. I go through crop rotation. A lot of people ask me a lot, how do you rotate your crops? Do you rotate your crops? And there are reasons why you should, and then there are some ways of growing that you don't have to worry about that so much. Here's our friend, a whole section on our friend hairy vetch. And then a section on disease, showing you what the disease looks like and how to take care of it, both with organic sprays and companion planting. So chapter 7 is really all about calling in the beneficial insects and other types of animals to help take care of your garden. Why you need to do it, the best ways, all the different types of animals, insects that you want to attract the companion plants to do so. And then, of course, a section on the beneficial insects, what they look like, so you know how to spot them. Because a lot of people, I can't tell you how many people I see, they say, this is a bug I have on my plant, how do I kill it? Well, most bugs in your garden are actually good bugs. There are actually very few bad bugs when you compare the two. So it's most likely not a bug you want to kill. But with these pictures and the descriptions of what they do, you're going to know whether or not you should worry about it or not. Then we talk about pollinators. There are other pollinators besides honeybees. In fact, honeybees aren't even the best pollinators. But I'll go through the ones in here so that you can not only not kill them, but attract them as well. I'm going to show you how to provide habitat. It's not just attracting them to their food source. It's about giving them a comfortable place to stay so they stick around. And then chapter 8, we go through weed management. I would say next to pests and disease, weeds are an issue that we all have to deal with. I go through organic weed control methods, and then I go through certain companion plants that you can grow that will actually inhibit weeds. Not only just by covering the ground and shading the ground, but by actually producing a substance that will keep weed seeds from germinating. Pretty cool. Now at the end of the book, it's all tied together with a section on all of your different crops that you might want to grow. I've included, I'd say 90% of them in here. And for each one, we go through how to plant them and start them, how to start the seeds, cultivation, growing, how to harvest, and then the companion plants that you want to put with those plants to keep them healthy, to keep the pests away. All that good stuff is in here for most of the crops you want to grow. So this book is on pre-order right now from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Target, Walmart, pretty much wherever books are sold. And then it's going to be actually available. You'll be getting it shipped to you this coming week. March 29th, the books will be shipped out. I know a few of you got them already if you bought from some independent bookstores. But March 29th is the big day. That is when you can actually no longer pre-order, just order and have it shipped out to you. All right, so now for the giveaway details. I'm going to be giving away 5 signed copies of this book. So there's 2 ways to enter. I'm going to be putting this video out on both of my channels. Next Level Gardening, Next Level Homestead. So on both those channels, you can enter to win. Be a subscriber to both channels, and then go to this video on whatever channel. So if you're watching this on Next Level Gardening right now, go over to Next Level Homestead. I'll put a link in the description for both channels. And then you can do the same thing there. On both videos, you have a chance to win. All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel, like the video, and comment down below on what you want to learn out of this book. So the deadline to enter is Thursday the 30th, the end of this month. So you've got 6 days to enter. Good luck to everyone. Can't wait to see what you think of the book. Thank you for all your support, and I'll see you next time.